Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I think I have oh, no, I don't. I thought I have my phone upside down, but I don't. I guess it wouldn't matter anyway. But I'm going to look up a word, give you the definition for inflection. I just looked it up, but I want you to hear it. Definition of inflection.
Here's the definition of inflection. A change in the form of a word, typically the ending, to express a grammatical function or attribute such as tense, mood, person, number, case, and gender.
Okay, the reason why I brought that word up is because that is basically how the Illuminati changed like the ending of a word or the beginning or that type of thing. That words are more in depth than just on the surface. So if we dig them apart, like in Merriam-Webster, the curving or the act or result of curving or bending to bend. Change the pitch or loudness of the voice. Change the form that the words undergo to mark such distinctions as those of case, gender, number, tense, person, mood, or voice. Eliminate, involve in such variation. Change the curvature of an arch or a curve from a concave to convex or conversely. Synonymous with angle, arch, bend, bow, crook, curvature, curve, turn, wind. Did you know? Changing the pitch or tone or loudness of our words are ways we communicate the meaning in speech, though not the printed page. A rising inflection at the end of a sentence generally indicates a question, and a falling inflection indicates a statement. For example, another way of inflecting words is by adding endings to make a noun plural. Ed, to put a verb in the past tense, er, to form the comparative form or adjective, and so on. Examples: she spoke with no inflection. She read the lines with an upward inflection. Recent examples: the Chinese delegates packed the hall minutes before Mr. X walked on stage applauding the president on cue at key inflections in his speech. There are long critical essays, short book reviews, reportage, and literary inflections, history, missives, diary entries. Let's see this word: aberisms, parables, advice, dreams, a text, fiction, excursors, and yes, the list goes on. The example sentence are selected automatically from various online news sources, and the uses of the word inflection and views are expressed are examples and not the opinion of Merriam-Webster. The first known use of inflection was 1531, meaning defined. Let's see what more it says. Let's see. Doesn't really say where the etymology of the word. Okay. Let's see some more words for the year 1531. That's interesting. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm having a pretty good day, not bad at all. Let's see. Time traveler. When was the word first in print? You may be surprised. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh, I'll just go through a few from 1531. A bid, adult, a liney, a loo, appeal, um, articulate, battery, breeder, consumption, contributor, corrective, defurnish, um, education, elective, enormous, evangelical, evil-minded, exhaust, explore, frequently, goal, grouse, grudging, hands craftsman, impeccable, impotency, inflection, numerous, Jewish, low mass, loyal, mayhap, modesty, molder, notion, obsess, parole, priest, rouse, Robin Goodfellow. What? 1531? Okay. Sidewise, supermarket, or super men, super minute, um, unlooked for. That's a word. Those are two words. Unmolested, um, unrestrained, venue, verbose, and whim, burl. Um, I had looked up the twin pillars of Philadelphia. I came up with two different things. Two of them were for the churches, evangelistic or Church of Christ in Philadelphia, and the pillars were representing the um oh, what am I trying to say? Um oh geez. I lost my train of thought. Sorry there. I'll get back. Um oh well, okay, and the other one anyway, the other one was representing the Civil War and freedom from slavery and barbarism. And then I came up with another one, a monument that was built for the flight that went down in Philadelphia when the 9/11 happened. So I came up with quite a bit of stuff, but it was just kind of odd that one of the people mentioned that were in the Civil War times involved in like polygamy and barbarism and different things. Well, anyway, I came across the name Douglas Stephen, which was just kind of odd to me. But anyway, so and then there was the Civil War one was also there to uh let me see if I get it right now, to honor the black naval and army guys that were in the Civil War. So I think I remember hearing something about that too, where they weren't really given any credit. And, you know, a lot of people were even buried without graves and names and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I thought I for some reason, I thought I'd come up with more information on that. And then it went into talking about how these pillars were by the city hall of Philadelphia, and like a 7-acre grounds that they have. And I don't know, it was just kind of weird. The reason I say that is because when I looked up the twin pillars, it came up with three different things that they considered twin pillars, which, like I said, was the churches, was the pillars from the Civil War, and then there was a monument that they threw in the same mix, at least Google did, that was concerning the jet that crashed, supposedly crashed in Philadelphia on the same day as 9/11. So, what was that, like Flight 83 or something like that? I don't recall the exact number of the flight, but yeah, that was a little weird, you know. Well, I was watching Richard Grannon's Spartan Life Coach, and I got a pretty high regard for this guy. Um, Now, I can't say that he's really a Christian, but I do know that he has God in his heart. He's a nice person. He was sitting next to Sam. Oh, I don't want to misquote Sam's name. Sam is a narcissist that writes books and helps. He's oh, some kind of in psychiatry or pathological nutcase. No, no, I didn't quite mean to say it like that. He's into psychiatry or psychology. I haven't actually saw his credentials. I have listened to him, like Bankin or something like this, but um, I've listened to him a few times, and I know he is a narcissist. He's a self-proclaimed one that actually coaches people, but he's got this cold, standoffish, like weird attitude. So I'm sitting there and watching him. He's talking about how um well, the war between God and Satan, and he agrees that they probably talk and make bargains. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking to myself, Satan doesn't really bargain with God. Satan does what God says. Satan was kicked out, and there is no war. The war has already been won. It's just what we're going to learn now till Satan's time is up. But it just made me feel like he was trying to sway this Spartan life coach away from knowing the truth. And I know my vast knowledge is I can pinpoint somebody trying to lure somebody away from the truth, and I saw this big time. And well, he quite frankly was pissing me off. I tried to watch the show, it was a live stream, and I couldn't handle him. I had to shut him off because, like I said, he was getting to me. I couldn't deal with it, and his mannerisms, and like if you go and watch it, it just drove me crazy. And I'm just sitting here thinking, you, oh, it made me want to smack him or kick him in his head, something like that. I just couldn't handle it. And the guy sitting next to him, this Richard, he's like, you know, I'm not saying he's a pushover. He's like real quiet compared to the monster that was sitting next to him. And if he goes back and looks at the dude's body language, um, I heard that some woman didn't want this guy to be her therapist anymore, that Sam guy, because she had issues with him. Oh, I can fully see that. Fully. If I walked in there with his aloofness and coldness, and I'm seeking comfort and understanding of abuse from narcissists putting all their crap on me, um I wouldn't have been comforted at all. In fact, I would have been very angry that I had paid money for his services. So I wasn't going to sit there and watch any more of it. And when he was dissing on God and not bringing up Christ, and I know he knows all this, I can just tell, um, I know the correlation between Satanist and narcissism. There is no difference. It's oh, he was disgusting. Go give it a peek at that live stream if you want to see what I'm saying. It's Richard Garrison, 2 R's, Spartan Life Coach. The live stream he did today, I could not deal with that. He's a freaking monster sitting next to this nice guy. That's what's up with that. You know, I oh, ishy, icky. So anyway, I'm sure Sam will never watch me, but if you are, Sam, you're a jerk. What a creep. Ish. Really, really cold, cold, cold. I wouldn't be bragging that I was a Satanist, narcissist, piece of junk out there trying to spread the crap that there's some kind of war between God and Satan, that Satan doesn't have a time limit, and this Sam knows it. Yeah, he does. He knows it. Damn right he does. Yeah, that's why he's trying to make sure Richard doesn't ever get to know God real close because, which I'm sure he does, but um, to try and sway his better judgment away from him, calling Satan the prince of the world. Well, there's a king. He's the prince of peace. He's our king. He's the almighty. And oh, to even hear the words that, oh, and then he was saying how Eve and Adam were swayed by Satan, and that's why our world was taken away from us, and all this bullshit, when that is not the truth of the matter. This is all to clean out the filthy blood that Satan put here. And some of us literally came here with that knowledge to stop the cold hearted, off putting, non humble, egotistical, monstrous. And this dude acts like he's like he knows something people don't know. The only thing he knows is who his father is, you know, and it isn't God. So, anyway, not a word about Christ, although I know he knows that too. So, yeah, it bugged me. Pretty much that's about all that's going on today. I was going to look that up and um, maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll play a song that might make me feel a little better. Guy was a jerk. I can't help it anyway. So, yeah. All right, everybody. I'm going to say peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good day, night, wherever you're at. Peace. Have a nice one.